Thank you. Oh, there it is. Very good. Thank you very much. Yes, so we are Laura Beloff and Morten Søndergaard, and we are here to present the Politics of Machines series. Now, yes, it is a conference indeed. Now, I think just to start out with the last discussion, I think we all share frustration from all these lockdown things, and we want to use this conference series to get out of frustrations, so that might be a meta thing. Well, the POM conference really emerged from a long-term collaboration between Laura and me, and between many other people involved as well, and the continuing discussion on the dismissal of professional artistic practices, typically non-academic, by the conferences in general. This is partly due, we think, to over-formalized academic structures, which many conferences follow. At the same time as the conferences are important sharing and meeting points for various professionals, of course. So we had the thinking and ideas to have a conference series, and actually we founded the conference series based on the idea of addressing the politics of participation, of selection, and evaluation of transdisciplinary approaches. We also wanted to rethink the format of the conferences or conferencing, being together and sharing stuff, and submissions as a format itself as well. We also wanted to open up participation beyond academic approaches and to address the shared space in between academic and practice-based artistic work. So, there are a couple of people involved in this that we just want to point out. I mean, apart from us two here on the stage, Hassan Joubazi as well and Joe Elias as well from Beirut, who took over the second edition of the Politics of Machines. And we should maybe mention that it started in 2018, and this one in Beirut was in 2019.
Okay, yeah, I want to add something what Morten said. Actually, we're doing first one conference, and it somehow accidentally ended up being clearly a series. So there has been people who have somehow enjoyed the way the conference was done and the energy in it, and we're sort of proposing that they would like to do the next one and so on. So where we differ from kind of a, let's say, traditional conference is that we have a different submission process. So we invented this that instead of us writing everything and saying, okay, these are the tracks and so on, our first call is for tracks. So there's a host, and with the host we do a kind of umbrella framing, like a large wide sense of framework. And then it comes a call for tracks. So if you propose a track, you can have your topic there as a track where people then submit papers. And this has made quite a big difference. Can I look at the notes? Yeah. So what it has made, so umbrella text is written, call for submission for track topics, and then comes after that the actual call for papers, possible artworks, interventions, and so on. So this has enabled, which we didn't think in the beginning. First of all, we have a lot of women submitting, a remarkable amount of women compared to a normal conference. It has also enabled a growing community and sensitivity towards an inclusion. So there's somehow different. So if you submit the track topic, in a way you come immediately as a part of the organizational committee for the conference. And of course, why we came up with this idea was that many times when you submit to a conference, the topic really never matches, isn't it? So you always kind of tweak your idea. So sometimes I thought it would be really nice if I could have a topic of mine and I could kind of widen it enough, but so that I have other people who are interested in the same topic to come and talk. And so this sort of, this I think made quite a big difference. And so women, larger participation of women. And in the last version, we had it in Berlin. We did a hybrid system because of the pandemic. And that enabled also that we had a much wider global inclusion than normally. So we had like 30 countries and 5 continents present. We had track topics suggested by African continent, very rare, at least for me, to encounter that suddenly there came researchers from there who wanted to bring themselves up there and things like that. So that was really good.
And so these are the three, so far the three editions that we've done. The first one in Copenhagen was at Aalborg University in Copenhagen, called Art and After, or focusing on the epistemology that we are also looking into between machines, art, and well, technology, of course, and the perception of and formats of how these are coming together in different ways. So that was navigated on this conference in 2018, and then 2019, as I mentioned, in Beirut. And then we also had in Berlin the Rogue Research, which was last year. It was then mostly online. There was a small community in person. Yes, we should maybe also mention, actually, from all three of these conferences, a publication comes out. It's from the two first, actually all three of them, from the British Computer Society in London. There has also been more rogue publications coming out, but the British Computer Society is a partner with all three, and also the upcoming one, which will be in Aachen in 2024.
And I just mentioned just a quick mail from Aachen, as we said that we hear that. Maybe mention it will be hosted by Käthe Hamburger Kolleg Aachen, Cultures of Research. And then I'm fine if you don't give any precise names, but if you have time, you can for sure mention the directors, Professor Gabriele Gramelsberger and Professor Stefan Böschen. And I am in charge of coordinating, conceptualizing this specific event, and this mail was from Ana Guzman Olmos.
Yes, so as you can see, maybe it's a very young and new organization. We didn't think that this will be a series. Now it is, sort of. We are still kind of configuring and thinking about how then is the format of this series, since formatting is also one of the to investigate. But I would also, well, by the end we will mention the micro-POM edition, which is a new kind of spin-off from the Politics of Machine series edition, which is really an idea of focusing on local and audiences and younger artists at a special location. And the first one just happened a month ago in Aalborg, in Aalborg University, and it specifically aims at making visible local experimental art worlds and environments in a shareable and social micro format. And we married this, it's a strange word, but well, we have, there's some love in the room. So we married it with the laser talks from Leonardo as well to create another kind of dynamics around this new format. And it's still, as actually the Politics of Machines is still being negotiated, how this is going to end up, then the micro format is also something up for grabs. If someone is interested in trying to organize a micro-POM, please let us know. Yes. So, just to repeat, the next one is in April 2024. There will be a call soon.
Yeah,
and
for tracks.
For tracks first, and please visit our website and contact us here if you're interested in hearing more about the series.
I just want to add that if you visit the website, you might want to look what kind of track topics there are, because they're quite interesting. And one of the ideas was also that we tried to take those track suggestions which we couldn't have thought of ourselves. So one of them, for example, was religion technology or something, and we were like, oh my gosh, that ended up being a very, very interesting session, for example. So there are many, yeah.
All that boring religion.
Yeah, these are the first ones, I think.
So this is from the Copenhagen. You can see the tracks that we ended up with, 10 tracks.
Yeah. And we, every time we have gotten around 40 suggestions for tracks. And the conference itself is maybe, I think Copenhagen was biggest, maybe 100 speakers or maybe a little over. Then it has been a little bit smaller. Berlin, last one was maybe 80 speakers.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.